channel. Today's video is a hospital bag essentials. I have a 1-year-old son, and I know to some this video might be already too late for me to make, but I feel like I needed a video to tell me exactly what I needed and what I wasn't gonna need. So I'm going to be truthful about the things that I did use. I recently found my packing list on my laptop, so I have it right here next to me. I'm going to be looking over the list and I'll be telling you the things that I use that are extremely essential for you to bring and the things that I didn't really need. So I'm sorry if the lighting is going in and out, but like I usually do, I'm filming during the day and I'm using the sunlight and you know how it goes. So please bear with me. Before we get started, my first tip is to not overpack. And throughout the video, I'm going to be talking more about that. The first thing I see on my list are pajamas. I brought maybe 3 sets of pajamas thinking that I was going to dirty them. You know, they tell you, oh my god, you're gonna bleed like you never bled before. That's completely true. But in my case, I wasn't getting everything dirty like I thought I was. I would recommend to only bring maybe 2 the most. Because in reality, what I did the first night, I slept in the gown. The second night, yes, I put my pajamas on. Well, I put them on in the morning as soon as I woke up because I showered. I put my pajamas on and then I had visitors coming in. I know some people like to get all glammed up, but I felt completely comfortable in my cute pajamas and I felt like I brought too many because again, I wasn't getting dirty like I thought I was going to be. The next thing I have here are robes and slippers. I definitely recommend bringing your robe. You're definitely gonna need it. You're gonna wanna feel cozy and covered up, especially if you're breastfeeding. If you're not, you still wanna be cozy and warm because hospitals tend to be really cold. And my slippers, yes, I definitely needed slippers. I also have here warm socks. I brought those as well. And I brought maybe like 3 or 4 pairs because I didn't want to have like hospital germs all over me, so I switched them constantly. I bought some like cheap ones at like the dollar store. I'm pretty sure most of them have them in the winter because my son was born in March, so I definitely needed to be cozy in that room. The next thing I have here, keep in mind this is my first baby, so this list is like all over the place. I have here bring your own towel, and I completely agree. I think you should definitely bring a towel. In my case, like my hospital towels, I was so thankful that I brought mine because when it was time for me to shower, I wanted something big that was going to wrap me and make me feel warm and make me feel cozy, and I brought my towel and I felt so good bringing it. I had like a face towel in the bathroom that I didn't use. I had like a medium-sized one, and then the next one, it wasn't even big enough, so I was happy that I brought mine. For toiletries, I have face wash, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, toothpaste, a temporary toothbrush for me and my boyfriend. I have nipple butter cream and breast pads. I also brought breast pads thinking that I was gonna be leaking all over the place. That didn't happen. You start producing a lot more milk. Well, in my case, it happened maybe a few days after I left, like 3 days, because I was pumping, so I had to get it all started up. I started leaking like 3 days later, so I didn't need it immediately, but I've heard some people that they do need it when they're at the hospital. Keep that in mind. You might need, but don't bring like a whole box. Shampoo, conditioner, body wash. Again, in my hospital, they gave that to me, but I didn't really use it because I feel like when I use those cheap shampoos and conditioners, my hair just ends up getting hard and impossible to detangle. So I brought my own, the ones that I would regularly use at home. I just bought like the travel sized ones. And I also bought the Dove body wash that I use, and that was perfect. If you want to feel like you're at home, try to bring like things that you would use at home, but of course travel size. Don't bring big things. I only brought like 1 of each, and it was enough for me and my boyfriend. When we were done with everything, when we were leaving, we just dumped everything away, and they gave us extra space in our bag because when you leave, they give you a ton of stuff. The nipple butter cream, I have it in the bathroom, but my son is sleeping right now, so I'll just insert a picture of that cream. I did use it because even before my son was born, I was having, I forgot what that milk is called, the yellow one that comes like right in the beginning, but I was having like a tiny like a day before he was born, I was having like the smallest amount coming out, and it was making my boobs crusty. So I felt like I needed that nipple cream, and I just put it once, and in a few hours that crust was gone. Like in the shower, I was like trying to rub it off. I remember the day before, I was like, what is this? and I was trying to rub it off and it hurt. So I put that nipple cream and like in a few hours it had like peeled off. I guess since you like wear your bra and that comes out, it dries up and it becomes like a crust. So anyways, so we actually had a hard time breastfeeding and my nipples were extremely sore, so the nipple cream definitely helped me during that time, and I definitely recommend you taking yours just in case. And the one that I bought you can also use on your elbows, and I used it on my lips to be honest, and it was so good. A few other things that I have here are underwear and maxi pads. Underwear, I bought a pack of Hanes underwear, like super cheap ones at Target, a couple days before, and to tell you the truth, I did not use one. I took a whole pack, I think it was 6 of them, and I did not use any of them. You can buy those, keep them at home of course, but just use what the hospital gives you. They're going to give you these mesh underwears. They're super comfortable. You're gonna dirty them anyway, so just take advantage of what they give you. They're gonna give you pads. They're humongous, but the first few weeks you're gonna need big pads, so try to save everything that you bought, keep it home when it comes to underwear and pads, because they're gonna give you an unlimited amount of that. I remember I filled up my bag with like pads and underwear and it just took up extra space, so make sure you just use everything they give you. And anytime you need more, don't be shy. I remember like the first time I was like, should I be asking for more? But I had the sweetest nurses. I was so lucky to have everyone around me was extremely sweet. Even when I didn't need it, they were restocking everything for me. So take advantage of the hospital supplies. So for the baby here, I have onesies, hats, mittens, socks, and the swaddling blanket. Yes, bring clothes, bring all of that. Clothes, hats, mittens, socks, swaddling blanket. Maybe you should just bring one so that they're gonna teach you anyways how to swaddle a baby. But if you feel a little nervous, just bring one. You can practice with that one and you'll know that you'll have that one at home. I know a lot of people say that their babies just use the onesies, like the snap-ons that the hospital gives them, but my baby only used it the first day. I felt like it was so cold for him to just be wearing that. I mean, he did wear them. He wore them and then I would put his little onesie on top, and they were like thin. They were never super thick onesies. They were really thin and delicate, and he used those throughout the hospital stay. He used maybe about 3 or 4 because I remember he had like a little accident that poop came out of his diaper like on the first one. I remember we also took a picture with a cute onesie. Most hospitals offer pictures, or you can have your own people. Like if you're gonna take your own pictures, you want your baby to look super cute. Even though they already are, you want their first outfit to be super adorable. So I do recommend you bringing clothes, but do not bring too many, because again, the hospital will supply you with the little onesies that babies wear in the first few days. So again, take advantage of what they're giving you. I also had here a warm blanket for a ride back home. My baby was born in the winter, so I recommend if your baby's coming in the winter, bring a warm blanket for them. And I don't know about you, but I sat in the back. I know that some moms choose to right away leave your baby in the back seat and go in the front, but I was super nervous, so I sat in the back with him, and of course I was there to watch him with the blanket. But if you're not, just keep an eye on your baby and don't leave the baby with the blanket on them, because it can get on their face. I'm sure you're reading about this right now too. For my boyfriend, I have here his slippers, extra clothes, snacks, bars, cookies, iPad. A huge mistake that I made, even though I had it on my list, I completely forgot to bring him extra clothes. I only brought him extra shorts. He was in the hospital with me the 2 days that we stayed, and he never left. I'm extremely grateful that he never left, but I felt horrible that he was stuck wearing the same clothes every single day. I bought his underwear and his shorts, but since it was winter, he didn't want to be in shorts, so he was in his sweats and this one t-shirt those 2 days. I'm the type of person that is super nervous to stay, even to go to the doctor's office. I need someone there with me, and I'm 26 years old. He knew this about me a long time ago, so he was like, I'm not leaving the hospital. And I told him, I was like, you better not even leave. He barely left the room. I love him so much. I felt bad. Ladies, let your husbands walk around, go outside of the hospital, take a breath of fresh air, because they're gonna need it. He walked around a couple of times, but it was too cold to even be outside. But he was able to walk around the hospital, go to the cafeteria a few times, but he never left like the actual area. So don't forget to pack their clothes, because yes, they're going to need it if they're not gonna leave. But the snacks definitely came in handy, especially at night when we were watching TV. He was like snacking on cookies, on candy, on bars. So I suggest you bring snacks. There are vending machines, and their nurses were super nice. They were constantly bringing me pudding and bringing him stuff too. They told him that he was allowed to go outside and go to the... In my hospital, they had this little area, like a tiny cafeteria area in the same floor, that you can go and grab like snacks at night or drink, and my boyfriend was allowed to get whatever he wanted as many times as he wanted, which was great. Something I wish I would have brought was a blanket for him, because I gave him one of the hospital blankets, but it was not warm enough, especially for the winter. We brought the iPad for him. My boyfriend did not use it at all. The time he had free, he used it sleeping. And so did I, because they were coming in and out every 2 hours, especially at night. They would just come in, turn on the light while you were sleeping, because I had to feed the baby, and when they would do that, they would wake him up as well. I also brought a makeup bag, and it had a few essentials. I just had a tinted moisturizer, mascara, eyebrow pencil, concealer, lipstick, and that's it. I brought also makeup wipes, and I brought the St. Ives Apricot face scrub, because I felt like I needed to clean my face every night, especially since the baby was going to be so close to me. So to recap everything I said, my essentials would be pajamas, robes, slippers, a towel, a makeup bag with minimal items if you don't want to go all glam and just look natural, makeup wipes, a face wash, toiletries. Like I said, if you want to feel more at home, shampoo, conditioner, bring your toothpaste, but like a travel size toothbrush that you can just throw out when you're done. For the baby, onesies, a few hats, maybe like 1 or 2, socks, mittens, because I don't know about some other women, but my baby came out with long nails and he was like scratching himself. A swaddling blanket, a warm blanket. Like I said, he was born in a winter month, so he needed it. For your significant other, snacks, extra clothing, his slippers, a blanket. I just want you to remember that this is a special moment, and you and your partner are going to be busy with the baby, with yourself, making sure you're okay, and you're gonna be changing diapers, feeding the baby. People are gonna be coming in all the time, explaining things that might go on at home, especially if you're a first-time parent and you have no idea what's about to happen. So try to not overwhelm yourself thinking about bringing every single thing that you think is gonna make you comfortable, because your mind is just gonna be preoccupied with everything else. And remember to enjoy this time at the hospital, because there you always have nurses coming in to check on you and answer all your questions. You always have the nurses that take your baby and give you those 2 hours of sleep that you need, because once you get home, it's all on you. So just enjoy this moment, and congratulations to the mommies to be who are watching. I hope you all have wonderful deliveries. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to click subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye bye.